recreated Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in real life. And one of these 10 people is gonna walk away with this chocolate factory. Yeah. In we go. Whoa. Wow. Yo. Welcome to my wonderful creation. Oh my God.
This video of Mr. Beast's real-life Willy Wonka chocolate factory, one of the most watched videos of YouTube in 2022, has 140 million views.
Maddie Buxton is an expert on YouTube trends and joins us now to talk about the biggest ones over the past year. Good morning, Maddie.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So our top trending video from 2022 is from Technoblade. What is that?
Yes. So first of all, this year's top trending videos, we see a couple of things. We see that online communities are really showing up for their favorite creators, and we see moments that are driven by more traditional celebrities. So that #1 top trending video from Technoblade, he's a gaming creator. He very sadly passed away from cancer earlier this year, and this video was his father reading his son's final message to his fans. A really moving tribute that just shows how much that community was there for their favorite creator.
Yeah. So what about the top song?
The top song this year, I think, will not surprise anyone. It is We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto. So I'm sure you heard that way too many times this year. We had a couple of Encanto songs breaking through to the top songs list. And also on the top songs list, we have a couple tracks from Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican superstar who really rose to the top of the charts this year with his latest album release.
I think that song is going to be burned in everybody's brains for a long time now.
It's cool that a song from a animated movie breaks through on mainstream radio, right?
Yeah, that's a fun one too. Okay, the top creator, we saw a little clip of this earlier, Willy Wonka. So explain to us what exactly that was.
Yeah, so Mr. Beast, he's the top creator for the 3rd year in a row. He's got over 100 million subscribers. He's known for doing these really outlandish challenges. In this one, like you said, he tried to recreate Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in real life. And he's just a really savvy businessman who's been able to bring his community together both online and offline. He's got multiple offline businesses now, including his Mr. Beast Burger. So he's really a creator who's turned his channel into a full-scale business.
So we're looking at some, YouTube superstars right now. Are there any creators that are sort of up and coming that you want to tell us about?
Yeah, so a lot of this year's up-and-coming creators are leaning into short-form videos. That's videos that are 60 seconds or less. One of my favorites is a creator named Shanger Danger. He's an ocean lover who does a lot of underwater cleanups. He's amazing. We also see a lot of creators who are doing really these visually compelling trick shots, like Chris Ivan. He's known for doing trick shots with toilet plungers, which sounds weird, but you have to see it to believe it.
Was there anything you were surprised that that was trending or that wasn't trending that you thought maybe would do better or worse?
I think one of the things that was really interesting was that, our #2 top trending video of the year was the slap that was heard around the world, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. And I think one of the things about this video was, obviously the video itself was really compelling, but part of the reason that it broke through online was because it inspired so many recreations from people across the internet, from parodies to sketch comedy to animations. So it really spawned all of these videos in response to that one.
Are these content creators who have these, hundreds of millions of views, do those views translate into income? Are they able to monetize that success?
Absolutely. We know that a lot of creators are making upwards of 6 figures. They turn their channels into full-scale businesses, and they're doing it not only through ads that are running on their channels, but also because a lot of them sell their own merchandise. They go on tour. So they've really expanded their business beyond the channel itself.
All right. Well, earlier we were talking about career changes, so maybe we need to pivot there because that sounds like a lot of money.
Channel,
really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for that recap of 2022.
Thank you for having me.
And there's Maddie's Twitter handle there and also Instagram. Give her a follow.